I was first exposed to driving on autobahns and cars and Porsches in particular when I was 5 till the age of 15. Key things as well was like seeing Risky Business and seeing that 928 in the film. I am an electronic music producer. I drive a first generation 997 911. I moved to the States about 3 years ago in California. Porsches were one of these things that I always loved and wanted. And a 997 for me is one of the last mechanical 911s. Like, I still have a handbrake lever. I still have manual transmission. You have this directness with the engine and the steering. And I'm a big believer in pragmatistic approach to ownership of anything. You buy nice things to use them. Nice things are made with form and function, and if you just basically lock it up in a museum and put it up on a pedestal and never use it, you never really get to enjoy owning a car like that and having it. The way I feel I get the most out of it is to actually drive it and use it. I don't parking it on the streets and whatever. You get this dust particles, there's little scratches that come about. You know, I've taken it on drives and it's got paint chips. Incredibly fun to drive. And that's what I brought it for. That's the emotional response I get. I don't get the emotional response from keeping it in a hermetically sealed. Live and work at home, and occasionally I go off to other studios and I work at other places. I don't have a daily commute where I go to an office every day. The thing is, the car is used for drives on the weekends, or it's also used for going to the supermarket and getting groceries. We have 2 little dogs. The dogs love going on car rides, and if I have to go take them to the park, you know, there's not a lot of grass around here in downtown, but we'll go to a park and they love to run around. And it's not like, no, the Porsche is only for long drives. It's for practical living. We use the car. We love the car. I don't worry about its ongoing disrepair. I use the car. I now know what it's like to own. The cost of ownership is also something to take into consideration. Maintaining a car like that, having a car like that, when things go wrong with it, you fix it. What I like about the Porsche and the older cars is that there is this sense of absoluteness. Like, I'm not a nostalgia freak, but I do like having a handbrake lever. I just like knowing exactly where it's at. Whereas you push a button, it's either on or off. There is no in between. One thing that you feel very connected to is the quality of the road. On a car, it's not necessarily its lowness, it's the stiffness of the suspension. Because again, my generation of 997, I don't have the active suspension management, so it's just standard sort of out-of-the-box 997 Mark 1. When there are potholes or cracks or whatever, you really feel it. And some roads are just not enjoyable to drive on. I have to say, like, as a music producer, the car mix, the car test. You do a mix, you make sure it's all sounding good. Sounds great at home, sounds great on the speakers. How does it sound in the car? And the car test is pretty much instrumental to every music producer I know. I was lucky enough where the one I have has the Bose sound system in it. Music is a key part of that experience, and the car does deliver. One of the things I really like about older cars, then the connection, the latency between pushing the accelerator and feeling it and being able to change gears manually gives you a sense of absolute engagement in the road. You're engaged in the driving, you're engaged in the road. It has absolutely been my first, and it will not be my last. We keep on talking about what our next one's going to be.